So Corazon's real name is Roshinante. Like, okay. Also, what is underneath Doflamingo's glasses? All right, he's wearing glasses like as a kid. He's wearing like black glasses as a kid. Like, can he just not see without them? Or but then he switched to like pink ones. It made it. I mean, it made a point when he was like when he woke up from like the nightmare of his family getting tortured. Like he made a point to just like cover his eyes before putting them on. Like we never see his eyes. Like why do we never see his eyes? Like part of me thinks there's something wrong with his eyes. That's like why he wears those glasses. I don't know. Is there inbreeding on Mary Joey's on the Holy Island? Like how do celestial dragons like you know do they just keep procreating with each other, or do like can like high-ranking Navy officials like join in? Can you marry into a celestial dragon family? Like I just don't understand because like everyone on the island had like the same color hair, but I know there's also like the really guy with the drippy nose from like the first interaction with celestial dragons, like that guy. But he also looks really ugly, so I'm like, maybe his parents are cousins. I don't know. Maybe his parents are siblings. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like Dofi's family was like born there, but I wonder if like his mother married in. His father was definitely born there, but I don't know. I wonder why his father didn't turn out like the rest of them. Weird. Also, a lot of stuff in this episode. Usually when there's like a backstory episode, like I'm not really interested. I'm like, okay, get to the main plot, but like Law's backstory is like kind of interesting. Actually, it's actually interesting, and also Doflamingo's back. They have the same backstory basically, like or not the same. It's just like they met so early on. Also they live in a place called Spider Miles. That was the name of the port town the Doflamingo family is in, and it looks abandoned. So it's like it's a port for. So I'm assuming that's like, but it's yeah. I'm assuming it's like abandoned or supposedly abandoned, just so it's like a good place for the black market trading devil fruits and stuff like that, because that's like what their family business has always been into apparently. But also, why is it called Spider Miles? Because I know Doflamingo literally has like a string fruit. It's like literally like a spider devil fruit, right? He's like he literally kind of is a spider. I wonder if it's named after him, or if that's like where he found that fruit. Still don't know where you find them. I don't know. But oh yeah, I was wrong about the fat guy in his family who's actually fit when he's younger. He does not have the same like weight fruit that girl from Albasta had. I don't. Maybe they were called different names. I don't know, but they just seem so similar that I thought, maybe, but no. Yeah, does Corazon have a power? Because when like Law like was supposed to get in trouble for stabbing him, Corazon seemed okay, but then Corazon was actually hurt, so interesting. But like I wonder where Corazon's strength comes from. Also, Corazon's name just is Roshinante. Why the change to Corazon? Also, it was like Doflamingo's like, Law, you're gonna be my right hand man in 10 years, and then Corazon starts coughing. Like, is everyone just dying? Like, does he have like a disease too? Like, I don't understand. Also, it's curious that like I thought there was a chance that Doflamingo wanted the op fruit for himself, but it shows that very early on he had the string fruit. So maybe he just got it before he knew the op fruit existed. I don't know when that devil fruit book came out. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was like a kind of a recent thing that it came out or something. I don't know. Whenever Sanji looked at it or talked about it, but yeah, weird how because I thought maybe Dofi like was gonna save the op fruit for himself, but he wanted the op fruit to go to his like second command for the power of it. I guess supposedly maybe his brother, because he's like coughing and kind of sick seeming. Like he kind of reminds me of Itachi. I don't know. Like also the reason he can't talk, which apparently he can talk at the end of the episode. I'll get to that. But it's like I thought it was weird that he didn't talk. It was I thought it might be Dofi's doing. I thought it might just be like they gotten beaten up as kids, so who knows? It's just gonna be like more of like a mental up here problem. Yeah, but I was like maybe Corazon has a Paramythia devil fruit. That's why he didn't get hurt when he stabbed. Like I don't know, but he doesn't apparently. So or maybe he has something else. I don't know. I'm just wondering where his power comes from. Yeah, Doflamingo says the Law has the quality. Like the term, oh, you have the quality, like the look in your eyes. Like I was when I was wondering that, I was like, oh, it's like, is there something? Because you know how there's like special Haki that only certain people can get, like Conqueror's Haki, and Luffy somehow has it. Roger had it. Like it's like a very scary thing at the War of the Best. Like they were all scared of his Haki because they like saw it's like a big thing for like potential. I think Zoro has it too, right? That would make sense. I think he's used it. He doesn't keep using it. I think Zoro might have it. I can't remember. But like is that like quality, like that evil look in your eye, like having like a bad childhood, is that something to do with Haki? Or is Haki more associated with strictly training, I think, yeah, okay, I think anyone can get it through training, but there's some things just can't train for to get, like Conqueror's Haki, right? That's why it's so rare. So I'm wondering if it's just like completely random, if it's like a genetic thing, like you gotta be related to Gold D. Roger like Ace was, or you gotta, you know, be the son of the leader of the Revolutionary Army, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, I'm curious. So, or if it's just like you gotta like survive like a really traumatic childhood, and like that look in your eye that you're gonna overcome everything no matter what. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know, because Luffy's childhood was weird. It was like, it wasn't like a happy one. Or I guess it kind of was. It was kind of stressful. It's like they had to like survive back then. It's not like Garp actually took care of them. Yeah, Corazon covered up for him. But doesn't Doflamingo know from the call? It's like, and it was like Corazon was talking to Doflamingo before Law locked in. I wonder if Doflamingo knows that Corazon can talk and he just chooses not to, or if Corazon's hiding that from Doflamingo. It's kind of weird. Yeah, maybe like once Corazon finally found out about Law's illness, he was like, okay, I can't kick this guy out now. Because I think I'm right that like the reason he was like especially abusive to Law in the beginning is because he didn't want him to be part of Doflamingo's pirate thing. Like I feel like Corazon has an ulterior motive compared to Doflamingo. Like they're brothers, but even as kids, assuming because I assume Corazon is Rocinante, however you say that, like they had like very different temperaments as kids. Like Doflamingo's like, father, where are the slaves? Can we go buy some? And Rocinante is just kind of there with like hair over his eyes. Okay. Also, last episode, Law's sister just died in the burning building. Died. I think she might come back because, let's be real, we didn't see her burn and die. And, you know, I don't know, that might be a thing. Like, she couldn't, maybe, but she was also, like, super sick, so she could just be dead. I don't know. That's, like, a loose thread that could pop up later. I wouldn't be surprised, especially after Sabo's supposed death in the beginning. Yeah, so I was like, maybe Corazon was like, at first he wanted to kick Law out because he wanted a better life for him, but he's heard, oh, he won't live much longer. The only way for like a kid like Law to survive is to actually join the True and maybe inherit a devil fruit and like save him. Yeah, like I also doubt that Doflamingo wanted Law to get the fruit, or at least not as early as he did, because it seems like Law is trying, Corazon is going to try to help Law escape or something. I don't know. But Trafficker D. Water Law. This is the juicy part of the episode. What does D mean? What does D mean? Why does Ace, Portacus D Ace have it, and he's like a menace? Gold D Roger, Monkey D Luffy, Monkey D Dragon. Like, okay, does that go into Conqueror's Haki? What does the D mean? And it's like a middle name, right? It's like the middle name. Surely you just name your kid that. You don't actually have to be like related to something, or it could actually be a relation to. I just don't know what that means. Like maybe it's like naming your kid that gives them like high risk, high reward luck or something. I don't know. Also, it's like just D. You don't actually know. We don't actually know what D stands for, but I'm assuming it's like the same thing potentially, or it means that like it's just part. It's maybe there is just like family lineage or something in this series. I don't really know. There seems to be power behind that name and like fear behind it. Like Corazon freaked out when he heard that. He perked up, took Law to an alley, and started talking. That's how serious being named D was. Sorry, I'm like eating. I was like eating while watching this and I had to talk about it. But and also I feel like everyone at the Navy at the War of the Best like freaked out when they heard that Ace was the son of Roger, who supposedly had no children, but also because he had the D in his name. Really weird. Yeah, I wonder if that has to do something with Conqueror's Haki. I don't know if Law has Conqueror's Haki. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but it seems like either D relates to like, okay, for some reason Doflamingo would be mad about the D, and there could be a couple of reasons, because D is associated with the Celestial Dragons somehow. That's like one thought, but I doubt that because I don't think Gold D. Roger was associated with them. I don't think Luffy was associated with them with Ace, or maybe like they're all like part of the royal bloodline initially and they just stepped away. Doflamingo might also have the D in his middle name. Maybe it's just like a power thing. It's like, oh, having that in Law's name means that he's not gonna like want to stay like a second in command. Like he's actually future competition because there's just so much potential. I guess. I don't know. There's something with the Celestial Dragons that like makes Doflamingo super angry, or something where Doflamingo sees that as like a potential threat. But I don't understand how having a D in your name like makes that like gives you power or what. It's like, or aura. I don't know. Like, do I need to start naming my future kids with the middle letter D? Like, will that get them jobs or something? I just don't get it. Yeah, I had a feeling Corazon could talk, either could talk and was hiding it, or Doflamingo did something to him. Because I still haven't seen how and when Doflamingo kills his dad. He mentioned that he kills his dad after his mom died, and I can see like why he's like super angry, because like their family lost everything. But I don't know how and when he kills his dad and what happens to him and his brother. I don't know how they get out of this situation anyways. They're all just being like tied up and just having arrows thrown at, I guess, and tortured. And then they got away from that and they just keep getting tortured. Like, they want them alive to torture them. It's very peculiar. Also, Doflamingo's dad is a blithering moron. Like, you don't leave the Celestial Dragons and then just like calmly say like, hey, I came from the island, married Joey's, the Holy Land. Where, you know, the island where people like have human slaves just like all of you, and like enslave like your families and stuff. Like, it's insane. But it is also interesting like how, as I stepped down from the Celestial Dragons, like how open like everyone was to like wanting them dead and tortured. I think it's like the whole world hates the Celestial Dragons, and I just don't understand why the Navy tolerates them still, because there's not all bad people in the Navy, but they kind of just like they kind of just shove things under the rug a lot. I think the Celestial Dragons were like the key family in like establishing the world government. Like, the world government wouldn't have been able to gain power over the entire world without the Celestial Dragons. So I wonder if they have like one of the 3 big weapons or something, or if it's like the royalty in their blood, although most of them seem just like a bunch of fat snobby losers and just evil. But I feel like, I wonder if there's like power in their blood. One of the guys said that like, oh yeah, Corazon is Doflamingo's biological brother. I think that was Diamante, and he's like, maybe he's just powerful because he shares the same blood, either the same blood as Doflamingo, or they know he's like a Celestial Dragon. Like, there's gotta be something like powerful or like insane about the Celestial Dragons where like the Navy's okay with like letting them be like the cruelest people alive, where like even the Navy won't mess with them, and even the admirals. I don't know. Very many questions. It's cool. I'm finding out so much in this backstory. This arc is actually just like super good. Like, it's such a good arc. But there's so many, just like, what? Like, what is with the D? And what is with like the etched out part of history that nobody knows about? And what is like the third power? Because it's like controlling the Sea Kings, or the gigantic Sea Kings with the Mermaid's power. That could like destroy the world potentially. And then it's like something with the Op fruit. No idea what that means. Or I have no idea how that could be super useful. Maybe you can like mind control people, or something with the personality swap. Like, you can just like, I don't know. I guess you could just potentially just like switch bodies with someone who's stronger than you. Kind of like what happened to Goku with Frieza, with the guy from the Freezer Force, the purple guy, the body swap thing. I don't know what that means. Or maybe it's just immortality. It's just like someone with power who's immortal is like a threat to the world. But there's also like a third one, which is interesting. Also, I wonder what Luffy's dad is like, because Luffy's dad seems like nothing like Luffy. They seem like polar opposites. And I wonder if like Sabo knew of Luffy's existence the whole time, because Luffy was in the paper. Also, someone in Luffy's crew's gotta just start reading the paper. Like, I'm sure they could have heard of Sabo, the second in command of the Revolutionary Army, was like, I think they could have put 2 and 2 together. But like, it's cool that he does. I don't know. Like, if I was him, I would read the mail. How the frick have I been talking for 17 minutes? That's ridiculous. I did not even have that much to say. I literally had like a little, I guess it's a lot of thoughts. I don't know. All right, what episode was that? That was 702. All right, on to the next one, I guess, because what?